Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Friday. It's the 17th day of November 2023. I hope you're safe and healthy today. Happy Friday to you. If you made it to the Friday, safe and healthy, blessings to you. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field and those who are the first responders, who every day are saving human lives. And those that pick up garbage to keep cities and towns and streets clean. And those also that make deliveries of mail and food and water for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women that are out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover the teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. Those that are the victims of prostitution, child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, sex slavery. Double curses on all the perpetrators of these things, all those who profit from these things, and all of those who are the perverts that create the industry for these things. Finally, blessings upon the homeless. Nearly 600,000 men, women, and increasingly senior citizens without roofs over their head, living in the streets, living in cars, living in vans, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There's a basketball game scheduled tonight in Washington, D.C. The New York Knicks will be taking on the Washington Wizards. This is classically what is termed in pro basketball a trap game. This is called a trap game. What is a trap game? A trap game is when a team, by its record, by its talent level, by its success, is clearly better than another team. Also, when this said team that's clearly better is starting to go on an upward trend, upward tick, starting to click, moving toward playing on all cylinders, and against a team that seemed to be going in the completely opposite direction. This is the situation tonight as the Knicks take on the Washington Wizards. The Wizards are 2-9, having lost 4 straight, 2-8 in their last 10. The Wizards are the second worst defensive team in the East, giving up 123 points a game while scoring 116. The Wizards look like they're in bad shape. And this is the type of game the Knicks might lose. So, the Knicks on the other hand, are giving up only 105 points a game, the best defense in the NBA. They've won 4 out of their last 5. They're 6-5. They're a game behind the 3rd seed, tied for the 4th seed with a whole bunch of other teams. And they're a game behind the 7-4 Milwaukee Bucks. Wait a minute. Now I think Brooklyn lost last night. Yeah, Milwaukee's 7-4, Pacers 7-4. So they're a game behind them, and those two are tied for the 4th seed. And so this could be a good game for the Knicks, but it's a trap game. Now, in the past, our Knicks have fell victim to trap games quite a bit, frustratingly so. But this is again where the continuity comes in. Having been playing for Tom Thibodeau now, this is the 4th season of Tom Thibodeau. The 4th season of a newly rebuilt organizational culture led by the Don. This is now a different team in that every game they play hard. We've seen many teams in the past, which kills me about people that are criticizing Tom Thibodeau. You don't always have to criticize a player or a coach. Like you can be just saying they're playing good without saying they need to work on this or that. You don't have to say that every time. Okay? Under Tom Thibodeau, the Knicks always come out to play hard. Always. To the end, as you know. From the opening tip and to the last minute, whether they're winning or losing, the guys on the floor are going to be playing very hard. So you know they're going to come into Washington ready to play. And they're going to play hard. Now, good thing also is they're led by Jalen Brunson at the point guard because he is the leader. He's the one that sets the tone. And he is going to be the one that is going to have the ball in his hands most of the time. And the thing about, somebody mentioned yesterday, and I did notice it, I hadn't said anything, but Brunson has been playing much better defense on the perimeter. Okay, he's still, going to get beat in space because he just doesn't have the foot speed. But on the perimeter, especially when he knows he has help coming, he can get a trap done and do it tight, and he's very good out there. So he's been working really hard on that. Obviously, he's already, to me, his footwork is all-time level. He's really a master at the footwork. So with him at the point guard, and he's going against a Jordan Poole and Tyus Jones. Now, Tyus Jones is a solid guard. Another one of the Jones brothers out of Duke, solid, but really Tyus Jones, honestly, is an NBA backup that's starting. Okay, he's not really a starting level to me in my view, but they're good enough. Okay, now the lack of defense is shown first of all there with Poole and Jones because they have no point of attack defense. That's what indicative of them giving up so many points. They also average about 40 rebounds a game, about 9 on the offensive end. The Knicks average 47 rebounds a game, one of the top rebounding teams in the NBA, and about 14 on the offensive end. So here, you're going to see an advantage for the Knicks because, it's not just Daniel Gafford. Nobody's been able to deal with our boy Mitch Rob on the offensive glass. Nobody has been able to deal with him on the offensive glass. So I expect him to continue his dominance on that end of the floor. That with Brunson is going to be the difference. Now I say, well, haven't I mentioned Julius Randle? Well, Julius Randle is obviously very important. And his also has been rebounding at his usual 10 a game, but it seems like he's more focused on the offensive end of the floor, the rebounds also. So between the two of them dominating the offense, with the way the Knicks have been playing defense, I'm expecting a win tonight in Washington. But again, this is a trap game. They got to take it seriously, which means they got to come out hard. They got to come out to stomp on these guys. Okay. Jordan Poole scored 50 in the preseason. Now, I shouldn't even mention it because you know why? It didn't count. So now, but that does give incentive for the Knicks to come out him pretty hard today, and I hope they do. As far as RJ, he's questionable with the migraine. This must be something pretty serious because this will be his third game if he misses this game. And I'd rather him wait to be 100% healthy, to be honest with you, to come back. It'd be nice, actually, if he missed tonight's game and come back against Charlotte tomorrow because then he's fresh against Charlotte. That would be good. They list also Q-Dog as questionable with, and it wasn't his hand. It was a wrist, apparently, a left wrist sprain. Now, it's not a shooting hand, but obviously it can affect him. I think there's a higher percentage chance Q-Dog plays than RJ, but we'll see. If they both sit, I ain't worried. I ain't not, because we still got Josh Hart. We got IQ. We got Dante DiVincenzo. We're still in pretty good shape. We got Deuce McBride. We all right. We'll be all right. Okay? So I'm not worried. But, and then, of course, we got Hartenstein and Mitch Rob, the two-headed monster at the 5. So, yeah, we're in good shape anyway. Yeah. But that's what we call continuity and depth. We're in pretty good shape. So I'd rather not miss both of those guys. But if we could get them both back tomorrow on the second night of a back-to-back, which if the Knicks win tonight, tomorrow will be just as important. And it'll be another trap game. It'll be against Charlotte, in Charlotte. We have just beaten Charlotte, and it'll be another trap game. So we'd have to really be ready for that. And getting those two guys back fresh would be a big time. So I'm not as worried about not having them tonight as I would be tomorrow. I think we'll get one of them back for tomorrow. And there's a chance, I believe, because the reason because Quentin Grimes is a very tough kid. I mean, he really is. He's in Tom Thibodeau mode. He's a grinded, tough boy. And so if his wrist ain't broke, he'll probably tape that mess up and come out tonight to play. And it ain't going to stop his footwork on defense. And it may hinder his shot, even though it's his left hand. But y'all know how that works. Even if you're right-handed, if your left hand is hurting, it could hinder your shot a little bit because you need two hands on the ball. But we'll see how that works out. Then again, he can come out and throw up 5 threes tonight, So we'll see. But worst case scenario, if they both sit tonight, I'm still not concerned. The Knicks would probably go with 8-man rotation. They probably put Deuce up in the rotation. And you probably would start Hart with either Dante or IQ. You're going to start one of them. Tibbs is going to start Josh Hart. We already know that. Question is he going to start at the 3 in place of RJ or at the 2 in place of Grimes? That's the question. And if Grimes and RJ are both out, you're probably going to have IQ, Hart, and Brunson. And let me tell you something. That is not a bad trio. I know y'all going to trip about the height. I don't know what I need to show y'all. The Knicks are one of the top rebounding teams in the league, top defensive teams in the NBA. The height ain't the issue. It's the speed that overwhelms the opponent. And then you combine that with Mitch Rob. So we'll be all right. But let's see what happens tonight. But I'm expecting a Knicks win. It is a trap game, so we got to be careful. This is the league. Anybody can win on any given night. But I'm expecting the Knicks to come out strong, play hard, which is this is the biggest part of a trap game. You got to come out strong. You got to come out hard. You got to come out sharp. That way you put your foot on the necks of the enemy. So we'll see what happens here. But anyway, tonight, 7 o'clock, Knicks, Washington in Washington, D.C. at the Verizon Center. And hopefully we can get a win and move forward, man. The Knicks, again, have already won 5 of their last 6 games. Right? Am I right? No, 4 of their last 5 games. They won 4 of their last 5 games. This would be 5 of their last 6 if they win this game, hopefully. But yeah, they won 4 of their last 5 games. Yeah, let's keep it rolling. Y'all enjoy your Friday. Be safe out there. Shalom.